Hey, Ezra.
Hey, Joel.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Welcome to our Columbus office. As we keep expanding CoreWare, spanning the globe. I think the last office you visited was in Plano, Texas.
Yes.
We're growing our presence nationwide. This is just one of our conference rooms. I don't know if we can see the whole thing. How's the camera view?
Oh, it'll be fine. Honestly, I don't even know. But I will get a, they're watching some B-roll right now.
Yeah. We've got some artwork.
Yep.
If you notice, there's a QR code on that little piece of artwork.
Yeah,
It's all our idea.
We just scanned it.
I mean, that was our idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's why they put it there.
We should have a core tag on it.
What's a core tag?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. No, seriously. What are we doing here? All joking aside.
Oh, I thought he was saying something was wrong with the video. Josh is in the background.
We have an entire crowd here with us.
Yeah, that's why we have so many seats at the conference table.
Yep. And somebody made a mess right there.
Yeah.
No idea who that is. I have no clue.
Now you have it on camera.
No idea who that is. Hey, so seriously, we're at the NASGW show.
Yes, we are downtown Columbus, Ohio. Pretty excited. It is day -1.
Right.
Right. Show starts tomorrow. And
does it?
Yeah.
So it does start tomorrow.
It really does.
So they had 2 days of registration.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
Today?
I guess it's exhibitor setup is 2 days.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Similar to SHOT Show. There's actually quite a lot of exhibitors. We'll give you some view of all the manufacturers that are here. As an industry, part of the industry, we actually participate in the show. This is our second time that we've been here. We actually are at a great spot. If you're here, no, you won't see this. Never mind. It'll take you a few days to.
No, you'll see it.
This.
Oh, yeah, you won't see it.
No, for real. Yeah, you'll see it after.
Yeah.
Anyway, next year, come to Kansas City. This year it's in Columbus. I think they switch off. I don't really know. Not a lot of retailers come to the show.
No, not really.
So this is really important. Why are we here? I mean, one of the neat things with CoreWare is that we've got customers who are both distributors, and we've got some of our customers here at the show, and we're growing our manufacturer customer base. So Joel, you may know this, you may not, but Core Store is a little deceiving of a name. And no, we're not changing the name again.
Are we not really? Are you
I think
sure?
Everyone's sick of all of our branding.
I know.
I don't know if everyone's noticed, Joel, we've actually been cleaning up our branding.
Yeah, we have.
And
it's looking really good.
Yeah, it's looking good, but it's also more cohesive.
Yeah.
Less names, you know. Core Fire is now Core Force.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not allowed to say Core Fire.
No,
Make sure you bleep me out on that.
It was Core Force.
Sorry, JW.
Light. Yeah.
I didn't mean to say Core Fire.
Fire.
It's
Core Fire.
C-O-R-E.
Right.
Doesn't start with a G.
Right.
So just want to be clear.
Gore Fire. Gore Fire?
Gore Fire.
It's kind of gory.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, it is. This is turning out to be pretty cool.
So we're servicing a lot more manufacturers, and we're in 2024, which is crazy. It's almost 2024. We're 2 months away, a little more than 2 months away.
Yeah.
But we are hoping to sign up a lot more manufacturers. And Core Store, as a platform, has an incredible inventory control. It actually has a complete assembly module for light manufacturing. We're not professing to be a full system for manufacturers, but and they call them MRP systems, so not ERP. MRP. Yeah, so we're not a full MRP system, but we do let you track a bill of materials. You can build. We track your raw materials, your finished goods, and we do have a few manufacturers that use our software, and we're hoping next year we'll get some more manufacturers.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So as we
can we roll a couple of those as we're talking?
Yeah, we could roll a couple. I mean, we can just mention them because we don't have many. But, but we have some of our retailers do some manufacturing.
Sure.
And they're using the manufacturing module.
Right.
And they're using the warehousing module. They're using our order processing. They're using our invoicing module.
Right.
So it's really not about just point of sale.
Right.
We're far beyond that. So anyone watching, if you have specific needs, you're not a retailer, don't hesitate to reach out, because our solutions could fit what you're looking for. And if you're in a regulated industry and don't want to be canceled,
absolutely. If it has nothing to do with what we do right now, it doesn't mean
Yeah.
you can't reach out, because who knows?
Yeah,
You know,
who knows?
we've gone in all kinds of different directions.
Oh, we have.
You know.
We really have. And some people think we're a little too spread out, but this is why we keep staffing up.
Right.
And it's important for us to keep branching out, because it helps everyone.
Right, it does.
Every improvement we do to the system, every new feature, it doesn't just help one customer, it typically helps multiple.
Right.
And like I said, our retailers, some of them manufacture. So
Right.
you wouldn't think, it's like, Ezra, why are you adding that? Well,
Right.
it comes from demand.
Right.
So we have customers that do both.
That's awesome.
That's how things fit in. So yeah, so we're excited to be here. It's more of a casual show.
Right.
We did confiscate this room. Sorry, NSGW.
Or Hilton, or whoever we're offending right now.
Yeah, we're at a Hilton property, but I can only blame Hilton because, well, not Hilton, but the city of Columbus, because they killed our productivity today.
They literally murdered it. Not like, no joke. I thought the war was starting.
We literally were setting up our nice little exhibit area, and
Power goes out.
lights out.
Lights out.
Too bad you don't have some footage of that.
I do actually. We were filming when we,
cool.
but you can't see the power. I mean, it literally went out as he's doing the video, and I'm like, guys, I thought it was going to start now, but no, the war didn't start that I know of.
So Joel, while I'm thinking about it, and maybe we'll be able to incorporate some links, I'm not promising, but there are a couple of exciting features that we added to Core Store. And one of them is we improved our customer tags, which also ties into Gorilla.
Right.
And a lot more visibility to those tags. So if it's cool, and I can send you a screenshot, Joel, that you can share later.
Can you give me a practical example of how people would use this? Because a lot of times I think people don't understand what those two platforms communicating as far as tags does for our customers.
Absolutely. So the idea of a tag is basically when you look at your customer base, right, as a whole, and you've got typically, definitely several hundred. Most
Right.
people have several thousand, especially retailers that have been around for a long time. So you've got this big just group of customers,
Right.
they're customers,
Yeah.
right? Well, obviously, me as a customer and you as a customer are very different.
Not the
right?
same, right.
We're definitely not. I mean, I am nowhere
near.
Not even close, right?
Pluto, Earth.
Yeah, we won't say Mars and Venus. That's more like, anyway,
that's
we
weird.
won't go down. Yeah, that would be. That is a very good book, by the way. John Gray. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Any young folks looking to get married or in your earlier days of marriage,
Yeah.
highly recommend.
Yeah, I read it after my marriage ended, so it didn't do me any good.
Yeah, better late than never.
Better
good for you
late than
next
never.
time.
Yeah, there you go.
So I love how we go on tangents.
It's natural. This is not scripted.
So when a business has this group of customers, and in all seriousness, we are very different. Our
Right.
buying patterns are very different. Our likes are very
Right.
different. And to be very practical about it, I'm not an industry person.
Right,
I
right.
don't. I own guns. I have
Right,
a
right.
concealed carry. I don't shoot. It's not my hobby. I have other hobbies.
Right.
Right. And you are definitely in the industry. You're much more into
A little
it.
more, yeah.
A little more,
Yeah.
right? And you understand it a whole
Yeah.
lot more, right?
Yeah,
I,
a little bit.
I can speak of you.
Right.
I can speak to the point where I get myself in trouble,
Right.
right? But every time I touch a gun, it's like a new experience.
Right.
It's like, okay, that's where you got to remember.
Right,
For
right.
you, it's second instinct, right?
Right,
I mean,
right.
it is instinct, right?
Yeah.
So imagine, as a store owner, you and I
Mm-hmm.
go shopping, and you're buying what you're buying, and I'm buying what I'm buying, and that store wants you to come back, and wants me to come back,
Right.
and it's potentially difficult to get me back or you back when you're sending the same information.
Absolutely.
Or what I like to call, it's not even information, it's putting us on the same journey.
Right.
Right. So I might be more of a first-time shooter, and you want to try to get me back in that store because, hey, Ezra's new.
Right.
He probably might be interested in some of our classes. Where Joel's been shopping with us for years.
Right.
Ezra seems to, he bought a SIG before. Joel hates. I shouldn't say that.
No.
SIG, we love you, and Joel loves you, but
I'm slow.
He just prefers a Glock.
I do. They're simple. They're made for simple people. So
Yeah, there you go. SIG, you're too complex.
I love you guys.
Yeah, we love you. We all love you.
We don't tell them
Yeah.
who we love. We love you.
So I know there's a long-winded answer, but
No, it's not. This is very important because I know that a lot of you out there, I've been saying for years since I've been here, we want to give you the Amazon experience. We want you to be able to give your customers the Amazon experience. And that's magic. You look at their site, a day later, 2 days later, you're getting an email with stuff that you looked at or similar items, right? You want to give your customers that same experience. Because it lets them know, even though we know it's creepy and technological, those people don't know that. They think, wow, these people really take an interest in what my interests are. And that's why we also have the customer profile builder, where you can have your customers build their own profile through Gorilla and tell you what they want to know about, so that you can stop sending emails, regarding shotgun shells to me, because I don't care about shotgun shells. It's that way with your customers as well. And all it takes is 2 or 3 bad emails and you've lost your connection with that customer.
Yep.
If you show them 2 or 3 times something that they're not interested in, that it's going to be easier for them to say, I'm just going to throw that email away, or just scroll right past it,
Yeah.
So I'm glad you're spending time on this, because this is very important. And I know that maybe we don't spend enough time showing y'all how to put that stuff together. But this is now, with this new feature where your core store and your Gorilla is going to be able to communicate, all those customers that have made all those purchases within core store, now Gorilla is going to be able to see that and you can start marketing to those customers. So if you've got a customer that's spent thousands of dollars, because I know that a lot of shops have customers that spend thousands of
you
dollars.
might want to put them in that special category, right? We don't like to categorize our customers, but at the same time, potentially you need to, right?
Absolutely.
I'll just bring up on the screen, and we'll roll some screen into here. I'll just pull up a customer in Core Store, and immediately tells me this customer has points available, because we do support loyalty points. And I'm just going to zoom in here. So a couple of obvious things that sometimes you're so busy selling you don't take a look at. But one of the things I like to point out is right on the screen, when I pull up an existing customer, I'm letting you know how many times you've been at the store.
What?
So that's really helpful, because Ezra obviously has been here 21 times, which means he's a regular.
Right.
Right? And my last visit was literally today, because I'm a big shopper. And it also shows me how many overall sales. So do you notice anything odd here with my number of sales compared to my number of visits?
You have more sales than visits.
Yeah, can you guess why?
You had some online sales.
Excellent. Yeah.
Cool.
So I shop online, I actually visit the store, and the neat thing is we've added the tags now on. It seems obvious. It's one of these things we should have done a long time ago, right? So the beauty is in Core Store, in the customer screen, you can tag customers.
Right.
And you can make your own tags. You don't even have to run Gorilla. You can literally create tags and just tag your customers. Like, Joel is a pain in the ass. Right. I mean,
which would be true.
We might have PETA tags. Right. I'm totally kidding. All customers are awesome. All of our customers are awesome.
They are.
So you can just tag, right? So you can assign tags on the customer screen. And I'll show you, we actually made that a whole lot easier, by the way.
Okay.
It was hidden away.
Yeah.
Sometimes we hide things, not on purpose. We just don't know where to put them on the screen.
Right.
I'll show that to you in a second.
Okay.
But the neat thing is your tags now will show up right on the sales screen. So as soon as I pulled up Ezra, I know he's a Taurus lover, he's purchased ammo in the past, and he's a SIG lover. Now, these are tags, these are special tags. If you notice, we've got our little Gorilla icon sitting in every one of these. And that's what we call a smart tag. Okay. Right? So smart tags only work with Gorilla. Again, you don't have to be using Gorilla, but if you want to use smart tags, that is a Gorilla concept. And smart tags are literally tags that can automatically get assigned based on certain criteria.
Okay.
So for Taurus lovers, the criteria that I set up is if you've bought any item that manufacturer of Taurus in the past, and I also put, if it's, I don't think I put, in this case, you can put a category.
Okay.
So you can say, hey, firearms, but in that
Right.
case, I might make a Taurus firearm lover.
Right.
Right, but this is just Taurus lover. So
Right.
I think I have two criterias. For me, I put anyone who bought a Taurus and it was, they spent more than $100,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
But again, I could have just said anyone who buys a
Right,
Taurus,
right.
So it's totally up to you to decide how do you want to start segmenting. That's the idea of segments, right?
Right.
That's how I want to start segmenting
Right.
my customers. Now, why do we care so much and why do we care about customers? Because most people spend their time segmenting their mailing list, right? Their
Right.
prospect list.
Right.
But who is it easier to sell to? A prospect, a suspect, or an actual customer?
Somebody's already bought,
Yeah.
a customer.
Yeah. So that's why it's so important, actually.
Right.
To me, it's more important. Start really segmenting
Right.
your customers
Right.
in Core Store. And if you're using Corilla, leverage that.
Right.
Right. And the beauty is I was not a Taurus lover till my sale today. I had never bought a Taurus.
Right.
But
That
earlier
makes me feel better.
earlier,
I'm just joking, Taurus.
we love you, Taurus.
Yeah, we do.
We could probably help with
We
your
could.
systems.
Yeah. Quality control.
So, but earlier I did a demo and I actually used me as in the
Right.
demo and I bought a Taurus.
Right.
And that's why I got that tag assigned to me automatically. Well, guess what that did?
What?
It literally started Ezra on the Taurus lover journey
Right.
that I have set up in Corilla.
Right.
So now I'm really getting a more personalized
Right.
experience. And the beauty is, I don't know if you know this, but when I go, so the beauty is it's really easy to set these smart tags up, right? You have to have Corilla, but it's incredible all of the choices that you can make when you're segmenting your customers. Because look at this, Joel. You can segment by age groups.
Right.
I can say, hey, you know what? I want to take my customers that are older than 30 and the age is less than 50, right? Why would I want to do this? Because maybe that demographic in my store, in my area, you know your customer.
You
Who
do.
knows your customer the best?
Yeah.
Does Corware know your customer?
No.
No. You know your customers. They're all different, depending what area of the country, depending what type of store you have,
Right.
depending what you focus on. But maybe you want to segment based on age, based on gender, based on what their purchase history, right? I can say, hey, go find all customers that are between this age group
Right.
that are females that I want to offer a self-defense course.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I want to take just in my store, and again, you may not have the gender of every person.
Right.
But
Especially
you have,
these days.
Yeah. Let's not even get into that. We've gone that route.
Yeah,
One other
we're
video
good.
that I think got canceled by YouTube.
Good.
I'm just kidding. I keep waiting. But no, the beauty is if you are scanning driver's licenses, if you are obviously you're selling firearms and you're using the 4473. Joel, I can't believe you're letting a phone call interrupt you.
I am so sorry.
So I appreciate that interruption.
You're welcome.
Yeah. He forgot to put his do not disturb on. Go figure. It's like not his first video that he's done.
It's not.
So the beauty is especially in our and for all of our customers that are in the shooting industry, you are privy to an incredible amount of data, and data is powerful, data is valuable, but you want to definitely use your data.
Right.
And if you're collecting all of that demographic information, you can use that to segment those customers.
Right.
So it's really easy to build these tags. So for example, I'll just choose customers between 30 and 50. And I mean, I can literally just say, okay, that's all the segment I'm going to make. And I can just create a new tag name for those. What should we call them? I don't know, these generation, millennial or whatever, but we'll call these the
Non-woke.
middle-aged.
Sorry.
Middle-aged.
Always get political.
middle-aged customers.
Yeah. So you didn't. Okay, so it's not based on sex. So it's just
right
age
now I just
now.
did age.
Okay.
I don't think, and the only reason I'm not choosing gender is because I'm on demo data, so
Yeah.
I don't really know if we have.
I got you.
I don't even know if this will actually collect any
Right.
information. We'll try it.
Right.
There's like a cooking
But you
show.
do have that access if you're collecting that.
Yeah, so you can literally just hit the plus sign here and add gender. Here, we'll just do it. So we'll do customer gender and we'll choose female. Right?
Well, let me ask you this. You're creating one tag,
Yep.
but you have three, what do you call those?
Criteria.
Three criteria.
Yep.
Can you go into that one tag and just pick, like
No.
go to criteria? Okay.
No.
So it has to be, once you complete the tag, that's it.
Yeah.
It's all three criteria have to, okay.
Yeah. All right, so now it's a middle-aged female customer. So
Okay.
I'll hit save. So when you hit save, it takes a few seconds because now it's analyzing the data.
Okay.
And it's trying to get to a decision on how many customers, and hey, lo and behold, it actually found one.
We got one.
And the nice thing is I can click on that and actually view that customer. It's Amanda, and it's a middle-aged female customer. You'll see the tag that
There you
I
go.
put on that. So now I can actually start digging into that data. And remember, it's a smart tag.
Yes.
So now that tag is in Corilla.
Right.
So Amanda is now part of that group.
Right.
And now I can put her on a journey.
Right.
It's not about email campaigns. It's about a whole journey.
Right.
Maybe I want to send her a survey.
Right.
Would you be interested in
Right.
self-defense classes? Mm-hmm. Right? Because I'm trying to figure out, is it worth it for us to offer this?
Right.
Does it make sense? So again, imagine it wasn't just one, but we had 100 of them.
Right.
So now I can start their journey.
And I know that's a thing because I talk to dealers, and one of the biggest complaints I hear is, can't fill our classes up. These people are idiots. They don't want training, blah, blah, blah. It may be your messaging. You may not be saying the right thing at the right time to the right people.
Yeah, you may advertise this to all age groups,
Right.
but you may want to change, right? You may want to segment it by age group because maybe a female, and I'm making this up.
Right.
So no one take offense or anything. But
No.
A 20 to 30-year-old self-defense, depending on, you may want to angle it a different way, right?
Absolutely.
You're still teaching the same self-defense class.
Absolutely,
But
right.
your message to them.
Right.
Right? Where 30 to, 30 to 50, they're more practical, they've lived life,
Right.
right? So maybe you just want to say, hey, in today's day and age, might be a good idea.
Right.
Come in for a self-defense class.
Right.
20 to 30-year-old, hey,
Get in
are
shape.
There you go. Or
make it more fun.
Or are
It's
you
on
on your own? Are
Right.
you in college?
Yeah. Right.
Do you want to feel more comfortable when
Right.
you're in public settings?
Right.
So again, it's literally, you could be selling the same item, but you want to change up.
Right.
How are you selling it?
Right.
And is it through maybe the 20 to 30, you're
Right.
putting in a social media message, right? Which again, you can collect social media contacts.
So let me ask you this. If they were to do something, if they were to send out a form, that form could include, obviously, those ages or that gender or whatnot.
Yeah, and that's a good
Can they
question.
self-tag? So basically that would be self-tagging.
It doesn't go backwards. It really flows from CoreStore to
Gotcha,
Corilla.
gotcha, okay.
Because CoreStore has that data
Right.
and it's accurate. If you did create a survey that you wanted to collect, again, let's say, age, choose your age group, right?
Right.
And you sent that to, all your customers and you got a decent percentage back. You can, through what we call webhooks, feed that back into
Right,
CoreStore,
right,
but it's
right.
not as straightforward.
Right.
So
right.
that would take at least talking to us, and we can
Which
help
is
someone
it's
set that up.
completely doable. I mean, and to be
Totally
honest with you,
doable.
the more you learn about this stuff, the less daunting it becomes. But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to know that this is absolutely not scripted because he's probably, if we can't do this, he's going to be like, idiot, So, but my question is this. Obviously, on their credit card terminals, they can do surveys. Mm-hmm. So can they take that data?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not at this time.
Is it coming? Is something like that coming?
There's more control of the credit card terminals
Okay.
that's coming.
Right.
And we did talk, I think
Yeah,
you
yeah,
interviewed
yeah.
Micah.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a delay on that.
Right.
And it's more of a logistical delay because we have to update permissions.
Gotcha.
To give customers access. So we have
Gotcha.
all the functionality built in. I need to Thanks for reminding me. I need to check with Aaron to see where we're at with that.
Hey, and don't judge us. It took Apple years before they ever came around to what, HTML, or I don't forget what it was. What was it? That they said, we're not doing it. And then all of a sudden.
Oh, RCA messaging?
Yeah, something.
Anyway.
It was something. So
yeah.
We do it, we're gonna release it when it's right. We're not just gonna release it because it can be released.
Some things we can do very quickly, some
Right.
things take us a little longer. But the tagging, again, it's really powerful. We enhanced it. And then what I wanted to show you, Joel, on the customers. So this is your smart tags. And again, the beauty of the smart tags, now that I've set this up, the next customer that comes in, whatever smart tag they fit into, when you sell those items, you'll get tagged for those. So if this particular person, they've purchased from us before, but we never collected their age because they never bought a gun from us. Well, now today they come and buy a gun, and it's a female, and she's in between the ages of 30 to 50, that tag will automatically get assigned to her.
Wow.
Which is really powerful.
That is powerful.
So when you look at the customers, before the tag field was buried all the way on the bottom, people probably didn't even know they could create tags. So let me just clear this, and we'll pull up Ezra, since that's the customer that I've been using to demo. And I'll go edit this customer. So the neat thing is the tags were all the way scroll. Most people didn't even know that we had tags. And again, I'm not talking about smart tags.
Right.
I'm not talking about the Gorilla tags.
Right.
I'm talking about just even tagging your customers.
Right.
Even if you don't have Gorilla, that's a useful thing, right?
Yes.
Well, now your tags show up right here. So I can literally add a tag, right? And whatever tag I want to add, maybe I have good, well, I'll create one called good customer, right? And now I'm adding a good customer tag, and now I can submit that. And literally now I have this. Now, if you notice, this good customer tag doesn't have the Gorilla tag on, the Gorilla icon.
Right.
Because it's just a regular tag.
Right.
I just want to mark me because I am a good customer.
Yeah, very good customer. Yeah.
So now when I, again, open up the sales screen, I'll immediately see, hey, here's my smart tags, but also Ezra's a good customer.
Right.
Someone made a note of that, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I get a little extra TLC at the register. So again, not necessarily the best example. Usually the retail staff knows who the good customers are.
Right.
But just to give you an example, so the tags, even if you're not using Gorilla, they can be very useful, especially now that we put them front and center.
Right.
So instead of being buried way down, right up here, right at the top in the customer screen, and then again, right on the sales screen. And you'll see when I pull up that same account in the sales screen, I'll actually see the tag show up. So if I, again, actually I can just hit that plus.
Yep.
And good customer.
Right.
And again, we didn't want to crowd the screen. That's why that plus sign is there, just so.
Right. That's smart.
Yeah,
because you could
have a lot of tags. Yeah.
And that's something that you really need to think through before you start just tagging everything, because in 6 months you could have literally 500 tags and they're duplicates, they don't make sense, and then before you know it, you have a mess. So really be methodical with your tags. And I will tell you this, here's what I would start with, like no brainer. Every shop has a customer that has spent thousands of dollars over the course of a year.
Yeah.
Every shop does. That's where I would start. That's the person that I would start communicating with in a different way, either in person or through email. They would start getting emails that were pertinent to whatever it is that they were interested in. So
absolutely,
there's absolutely no reason why you should not be tagging, even if you don't use Gorilla. Start tagging those really good customers now. And you can say, well, everybody in the shop knows who these customers are. You have help in there maybe sometimes, right? You may have people filling in for people that are on vacation. You want to make sure that you don't piss that guy off that spent $10,000 last year.
For sure. You always want to know your customer.
Absolutely.
So inventory is important to know about. You want to know what items are moving. You want to know, what items you should be buying more of, what items you should carry less of. Same thing with customers. You want to get to know your customers, and that can improve your profitability, improve your sales when you know your customers.
We're actually like Cupid. We're like master matchmakers. We match your customers up with the product that they want.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
So there's a few other small updates, and I'm just really quickly scanning through to see if the customer tags was a big thing. And you can also, I didn't mention this, but you can assign colors to tags.
That's a big
So,
deal
you know,
too.
it
For
is
people that can see
because,
colors.
Again, yeah, we won't get into that, but you see some colors. But the advantage of that is if you need to flag customers, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You know, put maybe an orange,
Right.
put a red,
Red.
right? Now, again, you can completely mark a customer as do not service,
Right.
right? And that's important for ranges and other businesses that are, you know, have liability issues.
Right.
You know, you need to be able to do that, but you can also put a flag on a customer that just says, hey, you know, maybe this customer needs more attention.
Right.
That is a
Yes.
good positive flag, but it still can
Absolutely.
be, you know, set a color for it, right? You know, it's orange. Okay,
Right.
why does this customer have an orange tag on them?
Right.
Because, hey, maybe they need a little more attention. And then train your staff to look at those tags. That's
Right.
important because having the tools is great, but if you're not going to use the tools, you set up the tools, right? You as the business owner,
Mm-hmm.
but if your staff doesn't use the tools,
And it takes time
Yeah,
to
it
learn
always
this
takes
stuff.
time.
You just have to do it.
yeah. So we'll be publishing what's new hopefully this week. We've had some updates, a couple of updates. I was looking through the list really quick since we're doing this impromptu. There wasn't anything specific that I can see, anything else. You know, we'll document everything. But yeah, overall, you know, I think the tagging was one of the exciting new features.
Right.
Obviously, we're always enhancing, fixing bugs. Oh, very important. I am so excited about. I knew there was an important one. And I think I may have spoken about this, but I want to. I'm really excited about this. All of our customers and non-customers in New York, I truly feel for them. New York State, September 13th, I think, is the date is when this law went into place. But to buy a box of ammo is nearly impossible in the state of New York. You have to go through a background check, and just the amount of time it takes to go through that background check, and I'm not talking about the time once you hit the submit button, I'm saying to get to the submit button.
Right.
I mean, it is page after page of information that you have to fill out. We've automated that process. And we'll have a video, maybe we'll incorporate it into here, but it is looking phenomenal. You know, our support for just the specific state checks that take place. We already support the background checks for Illinois, Tennessee, Florida. Those are state specific.
Right.
We are adding Oregon, Washington, Pennsylvania. That's coming. Actually, it will come before the end of the year. And now we have specific support for the New York crazy ammunition sales. And literally, we need to spread the word on that because we're going to, as much as the government's trying to make things hard to sell, in this case, again, I'm speaking to our primary user group, which is in the shooting industry.
Right.
But again, if you're in any other regulated industry, just know that, you know, we're going to do everything we can to make your life easier so you can operate your business just like any other business. Any legal business in this country should have no barriers in terms of being able to conduct business. And obviously, there's certain actors in the government, bad actors in the government that through legislation, obviously they're trying to make it hard. You know, and it might not sound like a big deal, but can you imagine having to go into a store in New York and you're just, I don't know, you're going off on a quick hunting trip and you've got to wait, you know, X amount of time because you have to go through this background process and it's a pain in the ass, and the store owners, I mean, think about it. Time is money. I keep saying that. So when you're buying a single box of ammo, that store owner is making
maybe $1 or $2.
Maybe $1 or $2.
Yeah.
They don't have the time.
They don't have the time.
So here, what we did was scan a driver's license, fill out just 3 or 4 extra questions. What's your occupation? I mean, there's some crazy questions that New York's asking. They're asking for occupation. Like ethnicity, you know, race. I mean,
that's a little weird.
It goes even further than the 4473 to an extent. So anyway, we've made it as easy as possible. We're super excited about it. We'll roll a video on this. I know it doesn't apply to all states, but get ready, everyone. You know, Illinois instituted a per round tax, which is crazy, which we, again, support. You can set that up in Core Store. So We try to keep up, and the other big announcement that I'll let everyone know, we are in testing of the new 4473 form, which
Nice.
isn't, you don't have to switch to it till February, but we expect to have it ready. The goal is hopefully this month we'll roll it out at least for a few customers to start testing.
Right.
And we're pretty excited about getting that done. So,
Man, I'm not joking. This is why I'm glad I'm here where I am, because I know the power of technology. And, that's my passion, is bringing technology, bringing the digital and the physical worlds together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And being able to, get goosebumps thinking about, dude, we can do anything, like literally.
yeah.
So they throw up roadblocks. We're gonna figure out a way to leverage all these powerful technologies to just kind of hop over these roadblocks. You know what I mean? If the data's there,
Yeah.
why are we having to force our customers to, or why are you having to force your customers to fill out forms that you've already got that information? So
Absolutely.
this is going to be freaking epic. I'm so excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is why I do what I do. You know what I mean? So that's awesome, man.
Yeah. Yeah. We're supposed to be at dinner right now.
We're working.
Well,
I would
not only are we
honestly rather
working,
be working.
we're avoiding dinner because I personally, like when you go to a wedding, like,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, and conferences are worse.
Yeah. This is not fun.
It's almost like cafeteria.
How many
food.
people do you think are in there?
Holy crud. There's,
400 or 500?
I was going to say 500. Easy.
Yeah. It's
Easy.
like 500 people in there right
I mean,
now.
we were in table 25.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Right.
And there are, 10 seats per table.
Yeah.
And
it's
there were
packed.
much more
It's
than
a
25.
huge
so-
ballroom. So.
Yep.
Yeah, it's you may see some footage. You may see some footage in this video. Who knows?
Maybe.
So if not, you
Maybe
may
not.
see some footage later.
Absolutely.
But do we have anything else? This was a really good catch up,
This
man.
It was just a fun catch up.
Yeah.
We do these impromptu once in a while. And no, I think just everyone keep watching our videos. Subscribe to YouTube.
Yes.
We've got more coming, more fun stuff. And
Oh, one more thing. Last thing.
one more thing. Okay. There's always one more thing, but it's got to be exciting.
This is exciting. You guys,
really?
now is the perfect time. If you're not using a powerful email solution, you need to check out Gorilla. So it's not just emails, it's not just all the other things that you expect an email, platform to do. You need to be able to create some content. We also have some people that can throw some awesome content together for you. It's the holidays. You need to start getting ready for Black Friday. Now's the time to do it. You're going to have people in your shop that you've never had in there before on the lead up to Christmas. You need to start capturing that data. You need to start capturing those names and emails. So you got to have a place to put them. Obviously, if you're selling anything, it's going to be in Core Store. But if you're not selling them anything, you need to have a way to capture that. So Gorilla is a great way to do that. We can help you set that up, and it's nothing to do it. But every new face that you see in your store could be a new face or a familiar face next month, and then in the month after that. So really, take this serious. You're going to start seeing people that you haven't seen or that you may not see again, but it's the holidays and they're looking for things. So really, capture those emails, capture those names, start building those relationships because they can turn into customers later. So if we can do anything to help you with that, please let us know. All the information is going to be in the description in regards to Gorilla. That's really all I got.
That's awesome. Cool, Joel.
So I'm sure there's some music playing on the outro right now.
I'm sure there is, and I'd be more enthusiastic, but I think I'm fighting a cold. I don't know. Can you hear that
Hey,
voice?
are you being serious?
Yeah.
I am too. I'm not joking either.
Oh, great. You made me sick again.
So
Thanks, Joel.
with that, I guess we'll see you later. Bye.
Till next time.